On the middle to the channel. Bah!
Hello there, welcome to sailingnv. We're a sailing family pursuing an unconventional dream of sailing around the world in our recently converted ex-Vendée Globe Open 66. Join us this week as we do just as Timo said and finally leave the Pacific Ocean, navigating the adrenaline-fueled passage through the Torres Strait. The Torres Strait is a narrow strip of water between Australia and Papua New Guinea, littered with reefs and with a shipping channel to navigate. There were two options for our passage from Vanuatu to Indonesia, passing either above or below Papua New Guinea. The upper route often has light winds, and our engine is pretty small and unreliable, so we opted for the lower route through the Torres Strait. On this lower route, there was only really one potential stopover option for us, Port Moresby Marina in Papua New Guinea. Unfortunately, however, the marina couldn't accommodate our 4.5 metre draft and warned of a risk of theft if we anchored outside. Australia was also not an option for a stopover due to the stringent and costly process of importing our dog solo. This meant we had to sail straight from Vanuatu to Indonesia, a passage of around 2,500 miles. So we were relieved on day 7 to reach the trickiest part of this passage at the beginning of the day with good wind conditions, giving us a whole day to navigate as much of this roughly 100-mile narrow strip between reefs and shipping lanes as possible in good daylight.
Toilet time, Solo!
Bringing Solo along also added an extra layer of stress, as in the event of an emergency stop, he would either need to be immediately exported or euthanized.
We're sailing in 40 meter water or less. We have been sailing in 10 meter water at 7 knots medium. It's quite scary. We have to go fast, we're going to go out from the Pacific soon like that.
What Timo is saying here is that a lot of this passage has a depth of around 40 metres or less, and there are some patches that go down to even around 10 metres, a depth at which we'd normally be reducing our speed to the absolute minimum, especially with our nearly 5 metre draft. Yet we needed to keep our speed maximum for this passage to ensure we'd cover as much ground as possible in daylight.
9 knots, 10 knots, bye!
Needless to say, there was a lot of adrenaline pumping through the veins of our crew and especially our captain on this day.
Non ha paura, si batte con furore, ed ogni incontro vincere non sa. È un uomo tigre, grande cuore, solo nella libertà.
This is how excited we got about seeing a bird, for example.
A bird! Did you see the bird?
So we put this excess energy to good use and had a big cleanup of the cockpit. This was the sail we ripped on the first day of the passage and had been trying to stitch back together en route. But it was a long job and it still wasn't finished.
Cleaning day.
Nice melon. We also took down the storm jib, as it would be one less thing to worry about if we had to manoeuvre quickly in the shipping lanes. And then with any leftover energy, we started inventing future projects.
Maybe we do the big project. But
What's the
big
big-
project is completely different.
Haven't we done a big project?
No, the big project is completely different. We need in front the foil and the two rudder foil on the no, vabbè, a parte that.
But you're going to be dead before we get round. You're going to be
The
dead
big
before we
project,
sail around the
big
world again.
project, Joanna, and we cut the cockpit.
Why?
This part we cut
Why?
because we go down.
But we're already quite low, aren't we?
And we do the hard top rigid this high.
I don't think we can get any lower.
This high. Like this. Yeah. Like a Hugo Boss. Like this. And from inside we maneuver. And we have the
No.
bed on the side.
No,
the
I
saloon.
like having the outdoor
After
bit.
we have on. Yes, I want. I want an hard top. Yes. We start from the beginning. We have two problems. This two cabin where there is the two ballast tank can be our cabin. I already calculated we can also cut this wall here inside from this space like this, and we can make it two double berths for me and you, or for the daughter on the other side, and we don't need any more than one. Then only guests, and here we put my daughter, Nemo, us on the back, a logistic room here, and when we sail it in the night, you come outside, you are here, there is the edge. Hey, allora can you stop to pop in this boat? Can we go a little bit downwind? I want to sleeping? Okay, boom, we close. Here we put the two edge, they coming here. Yeah, they are here. We remove this one. We put the two edge square here. And the two wall here, exactly, this is the wall, we have to reinforce. Inside that space can be the legs of the one double berth, half of the body is outside in this part, and after we have all passage up to the back, free. I can make it one floor with a mattress. It can be another bed for Nemo or our junkie room for do what we want. Or tonight, I continue to think I can do two ends. And the entry can be here. Allora I can do one building here, like this, with the edge open like this. Here spray wood. And you can stay sit with the hatch open.
Oh yeah.
And then
With
spray
that
wood.
spray hood over, yeah.
And you can stay sit like this. The hatch is open and you look inside.
That's like how they have in those catamarans, right?
Eh?
That's how they have in those catamarans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. But here, a free on the center. But the free on the center, this one is the best because this one, when you go down, the eye, I still don't touch. I still don't touch. That is amazing. I got to be like this. No, inside here, stand up like this.
It's quite a big project, isn't it?
No.
You have to cut the walls and
Couple of
everything.
week, carbon fiber.
But you're going to cut the
20
walls.
kilo of epoxy resin.
You're going to cut the walls there then as well. Then.
That's what we see. We have to reinforce. Before to cut, we reinforce. We double all the structure inside from carbon fiber and after we cut.
Okay.
Look at it. Two rudder. No more big wheel on the set, no more quadrant. A big space inside up to the stern.
Okay.
I think we can build one bowling alley with the light and with the mechanic system for bringing back the ball.
Solo. Doing solo. First ship. Goodbye, tanker. How's the dinner? You managing to keep it down?
Ragù alla bolognese.
He does. He loves it. He does. He loves swinging. What are we doing?
On the middle to the channel, bah! Canna morta, cazzo!
What's
We
can-
go
what's can-
average of 8.7 upwind, very close maximum upwind. Ah!
That's kind of mortar.
Yeah, canna morta. The middle of the Italian sailor Giovanni Soldini teach to us they say canna morta. He go at 35 knots, but we go, we go. Today, maximum speed 18.6. Canna morta, bah!
So as the sun started to set, we had just one last set of reefs to navigate, and then we'd be out of the Torres Strait. So we've just come through this bit. Now we've got this bit. And then we're free! But this didn't mean we could totally relax, as the first stretch of the Arafura Sea is very shallow, and we still had to navigate between patches as shallow as 10 metres for the rest of the night. Not to mention the hundreds of fishing boats and nets we were to encounter. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we run into one at 10 knots in the middle of the night, of course. We've got all the ropes.
Maybe we have to go in the water. It's very dangerous because if you go in the water, you could be stuck on the net like a fish. After you don't manage to come on the surface to breathe. You can hoist the net up to when my keel is free from your net. Ah. It would be impossible. Fisherman, can you answer? I'm very tired. I wanna cut your bloody net. Can you answer? I say 1,000 times because I'm very kind. I say to you, I don't want to cut your job. Can you answer or I cut now?
If you enjoyed this video, we'd really appreciate it if you could like, comment, share it with your friends. And if you'd like to see more exclusive content from us, or to buy us a coffee, why not join our Patreon or Coffee community? I'll put the links in the description. Thank you.